We are back, folks. But before we get to our predictions on the card, let's get the elephant out of the room when it comes to football.
Yep, that's right.
My thoughts on the Daniel Jones were cut. It was bound to happen. I did want him to go, yes, but like that, no. It was basically Brian Dable just throwing him out there and casting him as a scapegoat. I've been saying it for most of this year. Daniel Jones was only a problem. 2024, he has not been the definitive problem. It's Dable who's been the cancer because because his ego doesn't allow him to adapt to the situations at hand. Instead, he goes to the same tired old playbook over and over and over again, and Jones couldn't utilize it properly.
This is going to end up biting them in the butt, I assure you.
Yeah, and at best, we can get rid of Dable in 2026. At worst, we're stuck with this bastard until 2027.
Which means it's going to be wasted season after wasted season. Do you know what the sad thing is? This guy is Daniel Jones was a leftover of Dave Gettleman because he was drafted 6th overall in the first round.
When he was projected as a fucking 3rd round pick.
Or 2nd, as Tree puts it.
I've heard most projections say 3rd.
Yeah, 3rd round would have been a much better choice. But the fact that Gettleman drafted him this early, that's a sign of disaster.
And a red flag that you should have fired Gettleman, that John Mara should have fired Gettleman on the spot.
Yeah, that's basically an easily fireable offense.
But then again, when you consider how John Mara has been going out of his way to be an overkill people pleaser, sweeping the flaws of the people he hires under the rug, instead of dealing with them head on, I would prefer Steve Tisch running the ship. At least he knows what's needed.
Exactly.
Anyway, let's get on to our predictions for AEW Full Gear.
This will be live in the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey.
Tomorrow night.
Who knows
how many 0-hour matches there will be, but we'll start with the one we do. But let's go with the one we do know. Big Boom AJ with Big Justice against QT Marshall with the Rizzler. I have no fucking clue who that is. As the timekeeper.
Yeah.
Who is this Rizzler bad? AJ Buffuma and Eric Buffuma, AJ and Big Justice, or as the Costco guys, American Social. Are you fucking serious?
What is it this time?
These are fucking social media personalities.
What a shit show.
The Costco guys.
Really? The Costco guy? Oh my god, I needed a fucking laugh, and this is probably fucking.
What the fuck are you doing, Tony Khan? I know AEW is going belly up at this point, but seriously, this.
Up if they can't get their heads out of their ass.
Well, it's because Tony's more of a Marc than anyone would expect. He doesn't have the mind.
He's no better than his dad. I'll give him that much. His dad's probably. Oh no, I don't even know if he's running the team to the ground. That's the thing.
You mean the Jaguars?
Oh yes, they're basically 2-9 right now, and on the race for the first overall pick.
Well, they've got it.
Well, here's the question: for how long? That's the problem. For how long? I don't even know
what their damn bye week is.
Well, let's check. I'll check. Jaguars bye week 2024.
I know the Jets are off this week.
Week 12. They have their bye week this week.
Oh. I know the Jets are off this week before they have to catch a flight to Seattle.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously. But then again, with as bad as a matchup the Giants have with the Bucks, living down here, I'm going to have it worse this week.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's Carolina against a vengeful Kansas City.
And they're out for blood.
I say just barricade Bank of America from the fucking Swifties.
You got that right.
Call the National Guard and pump them full of lead.
Yes, indeed.
I'm just referring to the Swifties since they don't give a shit about football.
Uh-huh.
They only go to Chiefs games because of Swift. But then again, she's on borrowed time. She knows in 8 weeks her ass is going in the fucking slammer.
Yep.
I mean, then again, that's probably one of the main reasons Ellen DeGeneres flew the coop this week.
Yeah, you're right.
Good luck trying to make money on a 6-hour time gap and less of a difference between a pound and a dollar, bitch.
Oh, that might not end well for her, all things considered.
Anyway, I'm gonna give this since Marshall is mostly treated as a joke who can't beat established
I'm
wrestlers.
pretty much giving it to Big Boom AJ.
Yeah, same here. MJF versus Roderick Strong. This is basically set up for MJF versus Cole at the soonest at World's End, at the latest Revolution.
Yep.
Actually, you should have handled that one, so I'll let you pick first.
Okay, all right, MJF versus Roderick Strong. Both of them are very good in their own right, but my vote's going to have to be on MJF.
Same here, especially with the setup.
True.
You can take this next one.
Okay, then the next match, since we're now on the second and third match, it's a one-on-one match. Jay White versus Hangman Adam Page.
Jay White took the match at Wrestle Dream, so you give Hangman the match at Full Gear as compensation, as we also get closer to the Continental Classic. Seriously, why have Okada in that to defend that title if he's going to drop it at some point?
I don't really know.
Again, I think it was a stupid idea to try to mimic the G1 Climax, the N1 Victory, and the Champions Carnival, in fairness. Or rather,
It's not going to do much good either
Or
way.
in this case, the closest equivalent to the Continental Classic in terms of chronological timing would be DDT's equivalent to it, the DO Grand Prix.
I agree.
I'm going to give it to the Hangman.
I will probably also do so as well. Now it's your turn.
Failed four-way for the AEW World Tag Titles. The new champions, Marc, Quen, and Isaiah Cassidy, a.k.a. Private Party, defend against the Outrunners, Truth Magnum and Turbo Floyd, the Kings of the Black Throne, Malachi Black and Brody King, and the Acclaimed, Anthony Bowens and Max Caster.
This is basically the results of a four-way tag team championship series bracket, because in the beginning we had Private Party, the Outrunners, Top Flight, FTR, Kings of the Black Throne, La Facción Ingobernable, and the Acclaimed.
Private Party getting this spot as the tag champs.
Yeah, we had their bye week, pretty much.
Outrunners defeating Top Flight, Kings of the Black Throne defeating FTR.
And the Acclaimed defeated La Facción Ingobernable. So now we have ourselves three teams that want a piece of that gold.
Granted, one of them's already had a taste of that gold, that being the Acclaim.
This will probably be a very interesting game, to say the least.
I mean, the Outrunners have been getting over shockingly well since their arrival. But I'm canceling them out. They're the odd ducks out in this one.
They're the ducks that are probably going to get eliminated, right?
This isn't elimination. It's sudden death.
Oh, my. So whoever gets a pinfall wins it all.
I'm going to give it to Private Party to retain. Too soon to get the belts off them.
Yeah, I believe you're kind of right. It is too soon. So my vote will be on Private Party.
You're up.
Next up, for the AEW TBS Championship, Mercdes Mone with Khamille in her corner against Kris Statlander.
Was there any reason to turn Kris back into a babyface? I
don't know. I won't lie. Even I don't honestly have an answer for that.
Neither do I. I mean, Monet. I mean, if you think it's hard enough now for Mercedes Monet, December 15th, she has to defend the Strong Women's title against Haruka at Strong Style Evolved in the Walter Pyramid in Long Beach.
Are we going to be making predictions on that show?
Yeah, if you want to join me on it, that's cool too.
Yeah, because if you're going to need somebody, I may as well be it.
I meant for the call.
Oh, the call? I thought it was you're going to call the match? Oh, that might depend.
What do you think I did for Fighting Spirit Unleashed?
Oh, yeah, I forgot. You truly are one hell of a hard worker. I'll give it that much.
And tomorrow I've got MLW Slaughterhouse to call.
Yikes.
a show that was supposed to happen in October, but unfortunately, the location it was supposed to take place in, St. Petersburg, got heavily damaged by Hurricane Helene, so they had to push it back a month and put the show in Chicago.
Nature can be so merciless. I'm just going to make my prediction on it now and say that Mercedes retains.
I'm going to go Statlander.
Well, that's a twist. And I like that twist. Now it's your turn.
Oh. Swerve Strickland against Bobby Lashley. This one's pretty easy. You want to make Lashley look strong. Sorry, Swerve, but it ain't your house anymore. Hurt Syndicate on the hunt, and they're going to hurt you. I'm giving this to Bobby Lashley.
I'm probably also will do the same to give it to Bobby Lashley. He's very talented, and he can pretty much make Swerve his lunch. Now it's my turn. For the AEW TNT Championship, we have the champion Jack Perry defend against Daniel Garcia.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned with the scapegoat, enough is enough.
Do you think that Jack has held it on for as long as he did? Or do you feel it's time for him to drop it?
Drop it.
Well, if that's the case, my money's on Daniel. Because honestly, he should at least win the title to get some leverage.
Especially when you consider what Perry has going to be putting himself through on January 5th at Wrestle Dynasty when he has to go up against Yota Tsuji.
Oh, that's not going to be pretty.
But you forget. I mean, that all depends on if, but he may get back up, but that's only dependent on if the House of Torture even survives past Wrestle Kingdom. Yeah. I'm giving it to Garcia. You're up.
Next one is a one-on-one match. Will Ospreay versus Kyle Fletcher.
Boiling down from what happened at Wrestle Dream, where Kyle stabbed Will in the back and fully joined the Don Callis family. But now there's another wrench thrown into the gimmick, into this. That being Kyle Fletcher's longtime tag partner, Big Dunkzilla, Marc Davis. Does the other half of Aussie Open turn on the aerial assassin? I say yes. I am giving this to Fletcher.
Funny how that works. I'll also give it to Fletcher.
For the AEW International Championship, the Alpha Konosuke Takeshita defends against Ricochet.
Ricochet, huh? Well.
Well, you have to remember the last time two of them battled out for the AEW International title, Ricochet was a non-factor as the focus was more on Takeshita and Ospreay. He just got caught in the middle. Now he's the full-blown target.
Oh my, this might not end well for him.
I'd agree. Coupled with the fact that it's too soon to get the belt off Takeshita.
That's kind of true.
Even if he's 2 weeks removed from his last defense, and the fact Takeshita. But on the other hand, he has been going out of his way to defend it in other promotions. Case in point, the Fighting Spirit Unleashed match he had against TJP, where he basically had to fight the whole match blinded after he got sprayed in the face by the blood mist.
That's disgusting.
It's not really blood, you know.
I know, but still. Man, that's like the worst feeling.
I'm going to give this to Takeshita to retain.
I will probably also do the same because Ricochet's got no chance. Unfortunate, I know. And now the main.
Takeshita. It's been only 7 weeks since he won it.
Probably. And now it comes to this. The main event for the AEW World Championship. The champion, Jon Moxley, takes on his challenger, Orange Cassidy.
I did not expect Moxley to go to this level of sadism when he reorganized the Blackpool Combat Club into the Death Riders.
I did not expect that either. What a twist.
I mean, for those who thought OG era 96 to 97 or early 98 NWO's running amok was bad, believe me when I say this, from what I have caught, or Kings of Wrestling TNA Kings of Wrestling 2004 to 2005, late 2004, early 2005 were bad. In terms of how much they ran amok, Death Riders are worse.
Yikes. Just a serious yikes right here. Orange Cassidy's going to have his work cut out for him.
Yeah, especially when you have Wheeler Yuta, who's been the least who's been basically turned into a whipping boy for the Death Riders. Claudio Castagnoli, the Bastard Pack, whoever that woman is, Mina, whatever her name is.
Yeah. Be
And
right
Moxley.
back for a moment. This will take a minute.
All right. Ow.
Sorry about that. Right in the laundry. But anyway, you may continue. Sorry, I just said it.
Well, you consider that at this point, AEW's been virtually powerless to try to stop the Death Riders. It's either going to be Orange Cassidy or Darby Allin who puts a stop to it. But personally, I think it's more likely that Darby will get it, since essentially Moxley stole his title shot at Wrestle Dream.
Yikes. That's got to be the biggest oof ever.
So I'm going to give this to Moxley to hold on to it. At the soonest, he drops it at World's End to Darby. At the latest, this drags out until Revolution next year.
Yeah, and Revolution might end up being a wild ride.
That's for sure.
I will probably have Moxley retain, all things considered.
That's for sure. Anyway, that's it for tonight's episode of the MegaMets. Be sure to catch us next time when next on the docket, Wednesday, 8 p.m., we look at Survivor Series. War Games 2024.
This should be fun.
Yep. Comment, like, share, and subscribe to both our channels. And follow me and the rest of the Big Blue Crew Sports Network. He's MegaMan NG. I'm Mets2128. Goodbye and good night. Bang.
Bang.
See you Wednesday.
I'll see you Wednesday. Later.